Hi Libra, this is Meg with Padmes. I am doing your first quarter moon reading, so March 17th through the 21st, maybe through the 24th. And, no time, no space. So we're calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, looking at Libra's energy in March. What is going on with you, Libra? And this is for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. So check all your placements. You might want to check your other placements to get a full picture of your energy this month. The first card that's coming out is the Devil in reverse, which I feel like is always a good thing. It's like taking the masks off. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty. It's seeing the truth for what it is. So it's also dealing with some patterns and themes that maybe were in the shadows before, but that are coming up to the surface to be looked at and integrated. So what other kind of energy is going on with you, Libra, in March? So Libra, your first card that I'm noticing is your higher self. And your higher self is talking about some kind of reconciliation, some kind of celebration happening. Your angels and guides are talking about something coming full circle. So moving from a past cycle and like kind of crossing the threshold and moving into a new cycle, a complete different cycle. And it looks like it's a really good thing. It looks like there's celebration and reconciliation and moving toward a better future with this. Okay, and your big picture is talking about something having to do with, it's the Knight of Cups reversed. So here's a pursuer of love that is not pursuing, or there's some kind of apology that has been overlooked or not made. Let me ask about that big picture. This is also about you not pursuing something. What is it? Here is, that's interesting. Here is making a decision, being offered something and before possibly not making the call or making the decision, and now the decision has been made. But this is about pursuing, not pursuing this decision. Again, it's like, I'm not completely happy with what's going on here. Oh, it's almost like keeping your eyes closed. You know what's really interesting? It's like you're coming from a place of your eyes being opened. And then the big picture is talking about some energy wanting to keep your eyes closed. It's like, if I don't look at the part that isn't, it's like everything is really good. Everything is really great, but there's this something that's not right or something that doesn't feel right, and I'm going to ignore it. Like the big picture is, what is it that you are ignoring? You already know what it is. Okay, so the heart of the situation. So, wow. Okay, so there's some kind of reconciliation, and moving forward into the future with that. But then the heart of the situation is saying there's still something that's not totally complete. I'm still transitioning through something, and I'm not very clear about what my intention is with that transition. Okay, so I'm not clear with my intention of that transition. This is interesting too. Okay, so this is a transition that's still happening. I'm coming from a place of masks being taken off, awareness coming to light, and then we have the moon card reversed happening now and into the near future. This is even more awareness, more deep discovery, things coming up from the past, things coming up from the depths of your emotions and the depths of your soul. This is a lot of emotional processing and a lot of big programs being acknowledged. Okay, so release the idea that complete emotional fulfillment won't happen. So what that's saying is you really can be happy and have complete emotional fulfillment with all of this transition, with all of this uncovering of patterns and emotional things. It's more like your question is like, what do I want to do with it? There's fear about looking at it all, though it almost seems like it's coming up whether you want it to or not. What's my intention with still being in transition with this? What's my intention for ignoring this, Libra? It's like secrets. I'm keeping secrets. What's your intention for keeping the secrets? Are you keeping somebody else's secrets? Or are you keeping your own secrets? It's like, it's my own process. I don't want to share it. That's what I'm hearing, Libra. Right. It's like you feel ungrounded or unsafe to actually share these with other people. Share these things that are coming up for you with others. There's resistance, right, to even having communication about it. I don't want to tell other people about what I'm experiencing. Oh, and I'm hearing withdrawal. Okay. So let's look at past, present, future. In the past, this is about somewhat being defensive, but this is also about self-protection and self-care. In the present, it's like I am moving forward with a vengeance, and I'm trying to really get over some past betrayals. It's almost like I'm overlooking past betrayals. I'm trying to get through them so fast. I'm trying not to deal with it. I don't want to talk about it. That's what I'm hearing. I'm ignoring some things. Ooh, and your trajectory is talking about one-sided, somebody draining someone. Okay, so this would be the equal exchange, equal give and take, reciprocity. But when it's reversed, it's like there's some kind of challenge with your resources and giving them out or receiving them back, receiving the energy back that you give out. So I want to ask a little bit more about this trajectory, Libra. What's going on here for you? Oh, okay. So what I heard earlier was withdrawal. And this being drained of resources could also have to do with some kind of addiction. So this could be addiction to a substance. It could be addiction to shopping. It could be addiction to a person. It could be addiction to anything, but just keeping that in mind. And the reason why all this is going on, this uncovering of these patterns, I feel like it has to do with understanding what you're trying to fill. There's an emptiness that's trying to be filled up. And understanding these programs and patterns is going to help you understand the addiction, whatever it is, to whatever it is. Okay. I want to ask your angels and guides. Actually, I want to do a little clarification. I'm going to use this other tarot deck for clarifying. I want to ask your angels and guides, why is the World card here? What are you saying with the World card? Right. It's like this huge sunny disposition. Like, I really, I'm hearing facade. So it's like somebody is putting on a facade. Somebody is putting on something. It's like some kind of image that they have it all and everything's okay, everything's fine. I feel like it does have to do with some kind of celebration, reconciliation, coming together, reuniting. Let's see. Wow, the wish card. You know what this is like? I feel like it's like, if this could just happen, everything would be fine. But, I really feel like this is having these big ideas about, it's almost like living in the future. It's like, as soon as this happens, everything will be fine. As soon as that happens, everything is going to be fine. And then we get to those places, and yeah, it's like your inner child really, really, really wants to have that complete emotional fulfillment. And that's what you're telling yourself. What I want to know is what's actually happening. What's actually happening. So let me clarify again, happening now and into the near future. It's like your higher self is having all of these wonderful thoughts and wonderful feelings and wanting to move forward in this happy way. And it's almost like seeing things through rose-colored glasses, or seeing things in this unrealistic way because you want it so much. And what's really happening? Here you are, really trying to overcome a lot of anxiety. And this is about isolation. And this is about imbibing, or perhaps even overcompensating, isolating, escaping. Now, of course, Libra, this can be you, or it can be somebody that you know that you are dealing with. Okay, I want to know your advice. So we haven't even gotten to your advice yet. I didn't even realize it. But here's your advice. And your first advice card is talking about changing channels. It's talking about, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been giving my resources out in this way for a long time. So what's my return here? Is this worth doing in this way? Is what I'm giving making this garden grow? And your advice is the reverse. So your advice is to stop what you're doing and do it differently, or totally switch channels and start giving your resources to a different stream of consciousness. So, 2 came out. Okay, so one of them is I no longer have to sacrifice, which makes a lot of sense here. Giving out your resources in a way that isn't really making anything grow, it's like wasting your resources. It can be draining. And this is like, I no longer have to sacrifice. I don't have to do it that way. And then your advice also is the 6 of Swords reversed. So this is talking about not moving on and not moving forward. It's almost like don't move forward until you know what you're moving away from. Like, don't go at this with your eyes closed. Open your eyes, see what's going on. See what's going on. I want to look at your trajectory, Libra. Wow. So your advice is to change channels. Your trajectory is that you stay put and you continue doing what you're doing. It's almost like spinning, spinning, spinning wheels, spinning, spinning, spinning. But if you don't open your eyes and look at what's going on, you're going to continue being drained. I will say this, the situation that's draining you, or the person, or whatever it is that's draining you, it's not like they're doing it alone. You're choosing to do this with them or with the situation. It's like you're choosing to stay in the situation that's draining. So keep that in mind. And I know it's like, because I have all of these, I have the best intentions. I have the best intentions. All of these amazing cards for your best intentions. It's like, I want these things to occur. I want this to happen. I want this healing to happen. And you're giving a lot of energy and intention to this thing. Here's the deal. Your heart of the situation is like, I'm in transition about what my true intentions are. I feel like that has to do with you. It's like, I have these good intentions, but I'm giving all of my resources to making these good intentions come into fruition. But however I'm giving my resources isn't working. And so it's kind of like I have to change what the intention process is. I have to change that. I'm in transition about wondering what that is. And it's almost like there's fear around changing. There's just fear around change. There's fear around changing your intentions, because then you are going to have to see what you are closing your eyes to, what you're not wanting to see. Geesh, Libra. What is your highest and your greatest advice? Part of it's don't move forward until you know what you're moving forward from. Why are you changing your intention? Why do you need to? And that would be because I need to change channels. I need to stop being drained. The question is, why are you being drained? Because you are an empress, or you're holding empress energy. There isn't really any sex that are assigned to any of the cards. This is internal energy that has you in alignment with manifesting and abundance and worthiness. So you need to know what this situation is before you leave it, so that your eyes aren't closed, so that you know your worth. So that you know your worth. That's pretty much a doozy of stuff to be dealing with in March. All right, Libra, I am pulling some angel oracle cards, romance oracle cards for you for March. And we have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So naturally, without trying to control it. That very well may be what is draining you, trying to control things. And I'm going to pull one more. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. I will say this can be children, it can be pets, and it can also be your inner child, because your inner child came up, wants to be very happy, and so your inner child could be affecting your issues if you're trying to just make your inner child happy. This one wants to come out too. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So expressing your love very much can be being open and honest about your love feelings for situation, for person, but also for your inner child, expressing your love to yourself. She always loves herself first. She knows that she has to love herself in order to love anyone else, really. All right, Libra, let me know how that resonated in the comments below. And I hope this helped. I'm looking forward to your full moon reading later on this month, and I will talk to you soon.